Hi Mahasatya, just a good time just to get a few words.
Oh yeah, hi.
So good to see you again. How is your race going?
Yeah, it's going good, yeah. I'm enjoying it.
Quite something to enjoy such a difficult thing.
I mean, there are moments where you have, tough moments, but overall it's go. It's happening.
And it seems, if anything, you're getting slightly faster as the race goes on.
Okay, kind of, I feel sort of, comfortable with this sort of mileage. I guess it's interesting thing in this race, you, after, some time you get stronger, but at the same time you're getting weaker in some, some areas. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's very interesting. So
in what ways do you think you're getting stronger?
I think the concentration that's the very, very important thing. Like, if you lose the focus, then you get slower, and your obviously legs, your joints, everything kind of get used to this hardship, and it's kind of now it's sort of easier in a way. Like the first few weeks, it's a shock for the body, and you have all sort of problems, naggings which you have to deal with. But after a few weeks, towards the end, body kind of knows what it's doing, and it's like a sort of daily routine you have to do.
It's interesting you talk about concentration. Could you say any more about that, about getting into the flow of a race? And
most of us practice meditation, and concentration is obviously part of it, so that helps a lot. So we're students of switching more, and this is the big big advantage, I'd say, for us.
And what have been the hardest things about this race?
This time, like now I'm kind of I need more sleep, but it's interesting, like during the breaks I can't really sleep, but when I after night sleep, when I wake up I feel like, oh god, I need more, definitely more, so I have to be dressed and not to lie down, because otherwise if I would do it I would just fall asleep again. So which once happened. And basically I didn't put my alarm somehow, and so the boys were waiting outside, them with the car, and so Databir woke me up. It was like, and it normally takes me several minutes to dress, and but in this case was like a minute and I was already outside. So it was like a record. So I didn't make them wait for me that long, just a few minutes, so it wasn't too bad.
And what have been some of the highlights of the race for you?
Highlights, it's well, I have to say, like every day is different, so every day has its own beauty and charm, own difficulties, but you can't really say like what's the highlight. I can't answer that question right now.
But you're kind of enjoying the whole challenge of running so long?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Do you feel any different now after running for 42 days or whatever?
Yeah, you're more in the flow, and you kind of more in control, I would say. I mean, it's like you think you are doing it, but it's not like that. It's but it's you kind of, I'm more of a witness of that experience, of this experience.
And if you could explain to a new person finding out about the race, what does a race mean to you? What's the kind of goal of it?
No, it's it's a great tool if you want to make some progress. Let's say, I mean, I don't know how much progress we make, but definitely there are some challenges and you have to overcome, which you normally don't have during, you know, your sort of normal everyday life. And it's like everything is so dense and compact. Yeah, so I guess in a normal life it would probably takes much longer. Oh, be careful.
Yeah. And just one more question. What about the atmosphere of the race? There's a lot of
Yeah, it's
nine
great.
other runners in.
It's great. Yeah, it's like it's a, you know, it's a good, it's a oneness between the runners, and also like, you know, it's so much happening during the day. Like we have, this place is very active. Like now school, after school again, some football clubs come in with, you know, little kids, they playing. Yeah, they give us so much joy.
Is it difficult when the pavements get crowded?
Yeah, there are like you know, 3 waves of, you know, kids coming out of after school. So then you have to be really really careful. Like, you know, people, you know, can bump into someone can bump into you. It's like you have to be really cautious.
But you find it actually quite interesting, even though we're running around in circles.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you see people have their own daily routine, and you kind of, yeah, it's like a pattern, you know, and it's kind of observe that. It's quite fascinating. Like, you know, we've got some community of Muslim community, and then they walk around, they pray, they do their prayers, and some of them run. It's quite interesting. And then you see some you know, other runners, some big overweight ladies, you know, trying to lose weight. I guess getting a little bit also inspired and getting into the flow of the race at the same time, because I see them pretty much every day at those races. It's quite interesting.
So you see how this race is actually inspiring people in the local
Yeah, I think so.
community.
I mean, people, you know, don't interact much with us, some occasionally, but you know, but definitely there is.
And this year you're doing very well. Do you think much about the mileage? How many of us to go and how you're doing, or?
No, I just, yeah, I mean, it's that was sort of my goal, to improve my previous, you know, obviously the, you know, self-transcendence, right? This is, as is the code. So we're trying to do our best and improve our previous, you know, achievements. So yeah, so that was my, you know, goal. But at the same time, I'm not like, you know, I'm happy to be here. If, you know, if I will be slower, I'll be also, I wouldn't mind that, you know.
But going faster is a real bonus.
Yes, it's yeah, it gives you some, I guess, more joy. I would say, yeah.
Great, thanks so much. Anything else you'd like to finish on, Mahasatya?
Like in this race, I learned that people are never walking straight. Kids are very unpredictable. What else? God moves in a mysterious way, and the humor is the only savior. That's my message.
Great, well, you're moving well this morning, Mahasatya.
Yeah, thank you.
I shall let you get on because you're flying around this morning.
Yeah, it's normal. It takes like 2 or 3 hours before you again get into the flow. Like, you know, depends how hard you run the last few hours in the previous day, and then you know, if you are too hard, then you quite often pay the price in the morning.
Right.
You barely move. But yeah, so you have to kind of watch yourself and keep that balance, I guess.
Great, well, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't keep up with you anymore, so I'm going to let you go.
Okay.